Hello, hello, hello. Let me start off saying I'm Raz Ezekiel Tafari, your friendly neighborhood Rastafarian. Uh, this video is going to be about science, spirituality, and just pure goofery. Well, let's start off with what we already know, most of us at least: spirituality and religion, and how that affects the consciousness, and how consciousness affects your perception of reality and reality itself on a quantum level. Because in quantum physics, as is stated, only when something is observed, it is effect on the experiments. On a quantum level, it will shift the experiments. If it's not observed, then the test results are completely different. So obviously consciousness has an effect on reality, because everything we have breaks down to atoms, and those atoms break down to electrons and protons and neutrons, and those neutrons break down into Planck lengths. The smallest measurement that we can go is a Planck length, and subatomic particles. I said it. Well, and having those subatomic particles, there's an experiment called the slit experiment. And I have a theory with the slit experiment. You're going to have to look it up. It's when you take an atom and you shoot it into two different slits. You split it, or it splits itself. It basically exists at two places at one time. It happens. It's called the interference pattern. Look it up. It's pretty neat. It's called the slit experiment. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. But observing it also affects this pattern. Once it's observed, the interference pattern changes. It's interesting. Just looking into it. I've been thinking that because we are conscious creators, our observations themselves affect our reality, our matrix, if you will, our universe, our perceptions of reality itself. Also, there's the thing called quantum entanglement, where two subatomic particles can be entangled as one, like twin flames. Kind of like twin flames, but in a sense where if this shirt was on the other side of the universe, and as you see it's blue, if it was entangled to another shirt as just like it, but red, when I switch this shirt to red, that shirt instantly turns blue. Instantly. Faster than the speed of light. Einstein could not figure this out. It's still, to this day, hard to figure out. Nobody can explain it. Why quantum entanglement works that fast. It breaks all rules. And with this quantum entanglement, I think that's what we do with our twin flames, or soulmates, or also with empaths and telepaths, how they can communicate, channel each other. It's almost a way of quantum entanglement with one another, reaching the Christ conscious with quantum entanglement. This observation, being a conscious creator. Being a conscious creator, you have to unlock some chakras to do this, but everyone can be a conscious creator. Just manifesting things, thinking of them, having them show up. Quantum entanglement kind of thing. It's pretty neat. You should look into it. I could do more math for you and more later on. We'll get to that. This is just an intro. Intro to quantum spirituality. At least, what I've been trying to coagulate and coalesce together. And the last but not least, what I'm going to leave off on will be quantum immortality and parallel universes, and how this affects the multiverse and our reality as we know it. In this realm of thinking, there is a multiverse. There are parallel universes similar and not similar to our own. Quantum entanglement, this will be another video, but saying with this, that being said, with quantum immortality, shifting happens a lot. I know when you make a choice, it splits into a different reality. This is not what we're talking about here. When you die in this reality, or another perception of reality, you shift to the next quantum feasible, closest reality to yours. And that's what happens every time a life or death situations happen to you. You actually died in one universe, and you shifted into the next. That was the most similar to you. That's fact, that's science. And there's ways that I'm getting to understand and believe that you can shift throughout reality without having to die through meditation and healing and other such